Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Wow. Oh my goodness. Wow. I have not been awake long. Okay. Craft stream. Good morning. We have to do one more thing. One more thing. Oh. Hello. Good morning. Let's bring you up. There you guys are. Good morning, Vaz. Good morning, Den. Good morning, Boobies. Oh, hi, Doug. Just finished building a 3D printer. Oh my goodness. A new world awaits. Good morning, everyone. I have not been awake long. I have not been awake long. Special present on my desk because I've been looking at it. It's very good. This book is so good. I love you, Dan. I love you. Dan got me a book and it's amazing. The Art of Spiral. And it's so good. And look how thick it is as well. Like I know it's 3 games, but still, that's insane. This is easily like in the top, like one of the best art books that I've got. Like, it is gorgeous, but it's also got like nice commentary in it, which not a lot of art books do. You know, they actually have like some bits and comments and stuff talking on the design, which is just really good. Oh, it's Capano! Capano's one of my favorites. Look at this guy. I can't get him in frame very easily because the book is so big. This guy is me coded. Wow, this is so nice. So thank you, Dan. Thank you so much. You are a sweetheart. I love you. It's so good. It's just here on my desk where I've been reading it. Wow. Wow. I love you. Did you find out if Kay was alright for that date that I gave you? Did you find out if he was okay to come over? I'll pass it. Lord. Gonna move a few things over. There. Watch hook. There's a little owl. Plushie of the day is the purple owlbear. We'll see how long that lasts, because when I streamed last week doing this, because I'm working on the top, you know, I was working on this down here, and I was like, oh, this part of the table's really empty, so plushie. I did tell him that we were both half asleep, so we'll do a bit of job when he gets home today. Oh, bless you. There's no rush. Partially related question. I know you're not big on miso. How do you feel about teriyaki? How do you feel about teriyaki? What I'm going to do, though, is I'm actually going to fold this and put this to one side, because guess what? I haven't been awake very long. I need to eat breakfast. Welcome to breakfast stream. It's alright, why? Because I was thinking of cooking. And I have some frozen teriyaki chicken marinating. So I was thinking maybe I would do like a teriyaki chicken noodle stir fry thing. Very much, yes. Excellent, excellent. Let me know if you have any preferences. Like when I do a stir fry, it's very much a just find a bunch of stuff and throw it in. There's like chicken, sure, throw that in. Mushrooms, yep, throw those in. Get the noodles in. What else have we got? Carrot? Carrot doesn't even stir fry. Well, fuck it, it's going in now. You don't like mushrooms? That's fine, I don't have to put mushrooms in. That's why I'm asking. That's why I'm asking, darling. But I know you love mushrooms. Yes, but I can make myself a mushroom teriyaki stir fry anytime. I am making dinner for guests. I'm making dinner for guests. Ah, there we go. Breakfast consumed very hastily. I should probably rinse that because dried on Weetabix is the worst. If you guys have ever had Weetabix for breakfast and then you've just like left the bowl for like 2 hours and you come back to it, you know. It's like, oh no, that's Is that Weetabix? It was Weetabix. It was Weetabix. Ah, there we go. Okay. Craft time. What was your favourite cereal as a kid? I think maybe Cookie Crisp. 5 bricks of it right now, yeah. See, I'm a sensible adult now, and I have 2 Weetabix every morning for breakfast, because it helps me make sure that I get enough fibre in my diet. Because that is a thing that you have to think about when you're an adult. Gotta keep yourself regular. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We did row 7, so we are on row 8, and that's 9, and that's 10. I loved Lucky Charms. I never really had Lucky Charms. I think they were considered too expensive because they were, at the time, they were like an import. Like they're cheaper now these days, but at the time they were, because then at the time they were like an expensive American import. It was like, nah, that's too expensive for cereal. I never really had Lucky Charms. 2 is the norm, 3 for special occasions. 2 is the norm for me, 3 is too much. And that's too much. Like, 2, I'm comfortably full for the morning. Right, I'm going to need to get some colours out. Okay. There's the blue we were in the process of using. We were using a pink. And we are dabbling in a little bit of purple. And there's like 1 strand of Y at the end. But we're also getting a little bit of the K. Where's the K in this? That's 4. It's this one. Thank God Pass Me pre-labeled these. That's so weird. I guess they did it for contrast reasons, because on the picture, that shade that shade matches the actual shade of the thing, the wool. On the guide, it does not look like that colour in the slightest. That's why I got confused for a second there. And it calls it bluish white, and I'm like, that's not bluish white, that's just blue. That's just a blue colour. It's not pale, but on the photo it isn't pale, but on this it is. Confusing. Yeah. So I normally have 2 Weetabix in the morning, and if I have slept in too late, I will have 1, because I will then be having quote-unquote lunch in like 2 hours' time. So I'm like, I'm not going to have a huge breakfast. So I'm just going to have 1 Weetabix, tide me over, and then I'll have a proper lunch. Okay. So we are on row 8. Where do you get up to? Now I've got the hiccups, god damn it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Slap bang in the middle. Alright, so that is pink all the way up to the end. That's nice and easy. Oh my god, guys, we might actually have D&D tonight. What a concept. Literally haven't played D&D in like 2 months. We've been here 20 minutes and I'm only just starting to get wool onto the grid. It is what it is. I found out there's a Pokemon card game shop. There's a card game shop not too far away. Apparently, they have lots of Pokemon Lore Arcana stock, so I'm gonna get spoiled. Oh, nice. If you're lucky, they might host tournaments. Yeah, that's like the only sort of big shame when we moved, is that we moved away from like a local gaming store, and there isn't really a local game store here. Because it's a bit of an old school village, so it's like, you know, there's a post office, there's a pub, there's a little corner grocery store, there's a cute little like independent DIY store who looks like it's been ran by the same guy for like 60 years. But there's no game store. A little bit too modern. Apparently there was a game store in the nearby town, and it closed down a few months ago, and I was like, "Aw, that was literally as we were moving." The word on the grapevine was that the landlord was charging extortionate amounts. And that was a shame, because it looked nice, because it wasn't just a game store, it was like a game store and a cafe. And I was like, oh my god, that sounds amazing. And by the time we were in a state where we were like, let's go check it out, it had closed down. Maybe you should open it up. Oh my god, with what startup? That would be like proper adult going to the bank for a loan. Or like, hello, I wish to start a business enterprise. Imagine. Yeah, the fun thing was that it was actually something that got considered at one point when we were looking for a new place. Spook found a pub that was up for sale for like the same price as a house, and he was weirdly really taken with it. He was like, that's like a doable amount of money, like that's doable. And I was like, what would we do with a pub? And he was like, what if we converted it into a gaming store? Because, you know, when people buy pubs, they, you know, the top floor of the pub is usually like a private apartment and the owner lives there. Which was how that was, you know, the upstairs is an apartment and the downstairs was the pub. It was like, what if we converted it into a game store? And I was like, wow, that sounds pretty fun, not gonna lie. It would be a lot of work, though. D&D tavern, kinda, yeah. Of course, it never had it out. It's just one of those things that you kind of fantasize about. Because that's like a proper business thing. Okay, so we've done that, and then we go blue up until here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, that goes to there. You're pink. I don't know if there's like a weird melancholy feeling in the internet space at the moment, because Tom Scott is apparently retiring from the internet, and I've never really watched any like Tom Scott. I don't really know much about him. And then within like a week of that video, MatPat has announced that he's like quitting the Game Theorists. And we sat and watched that video, and it was really weird to sit and watch that video and have him be like, I've been doing this for 13 years. And we were sat there and we're like, we've been watching this for 13 years. And when we finished watching the video, we were like, how long is this gonna last? All of the stuff that we're used to now in our lives. I think I said this, but me and Spook don't watch TV. We watch YouTube. When we sit down and we have dinner for the evening, we put YouTube videos on the TV and we watch people like Game Theorists, we put Markiplier on, we put Jacksepticeye on, we put Jesse on. And we're just so used to that now because it's been so long. And we just sort of looked at each other and we were just like, how long is that gonna last? How long is Markiplier gonna keep making videos? Now that he's, you know, becoming like a proper film director. He's he's filming, he has starred in, filmed and directed an actual film, not like a YouTube film, a film that is going to be in cinemas. How long is he going to keep doing YouTube? At what point do the people go, that's enough? 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 6, 7. No, wait, I gotta include that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. Watched a few Tom Scott videos. YouTube has become such a norm for us now. Yeah, I know. Same thing with me and Georgia. We watch TTT with dinner. Yeah. New people will show up, but a lot of them are centered towards the new generation. That's the thing. Is like these newer content creators are younger, and they're catered towards the younger audience, and we're weirdly in the older generation of the YouTube generation. Okay, I rolled a 1. Active perception check. And they got to go, so come and get it now. I'm like too distracted by the conversation that I'm like completely blanking on this. Like, I even saw Jesse's tweet this morning to be like, you know, are people quitting because A, they've earned enough and they're burnt out, 2, B, they haven't earned enough but they're still burnt out, C, YouTube keeps changing shit on them and they're burnt out, and then he's like, I burnt out years ago, but I just kind of coasted through it and I'm starting to sort of rediscover my love for it again. And I'm like, how long, man? Because if there's one thing that I've noticed, not even like just now, but like I noticed it like over the last sort of like 2-3 years, is that a lot of these old school YouTubers that we've known for like 10 years now, a lot of them have secondary businesses now. Like they're already preparing of just like, I'm not going to be doing YouTube forever. Like, Mark is, as I said, making films. He also has a clothing brand, Cloak. Like, he owns it. Jacksepticeye has made his own coffee brand. So has Dodger. Dodger's also made her own coffee brand. Jesse is like a producer on games, like multiple games, you know, all the Monster Prom franchise and stuff like that. A lot of these creators like have other things that they do now. Because I think maybe they do know in their minds of like, I'm not doing this forever. It's gonna run its course, and for some of them, maybe it seems that it already has. Which, is sobering. And it's especially sobering for me, considering I'm kind of almost, like, starting, like, a content creator journey. But, I mean, I'm not content creator on the YouTube, I'm content creator here on Twitch. A lot of people are moving towards Twitch also since less actual video making. Content creator, thank you. I am. It's weird. It feels weird to say, but I am, essentially. That is my job. I mean, I like to think that I am an artist first. But yeah. So YouTube has changed a lot in the last 15 years, and not necessarily for the best or in a forgiving way. And I think people like the appeal of Twitch because it feels, you know, it's nice to talk to people. You know, it's nice to have that interaction. We have 2 pinks, 2 blues, and then another pink, and then another blue. I didn't get to ask, did you get art into the last Ferality? I got a booth at the last Ferality. I was in the artist, like, booth. I wasn't in the art gallery, because I didn't have time to do both the art gallery and the artist booth. I had a booth at the last Ferality. Do I want to get a booth this year? I mean, yeah. But I'm not sure what I would put in it, because I've been doing game dev for, like, the last 6 months. But, like, Ferality is normally in the summer, so I literally almost have, like, another 6 months to maybe make some more stuff, which I would like to do. Kind of part of the new schedule. I wonder if they're going to do Lumafest again this year. Because last year they did the Lumafest as like a one-off in February, I want to say. And I applied to be in that, but I didn't get in. Because it was like Avatar specific. It was like, if you have a new Avatar base to like show off, then this is what it's for. And I tried to get in with the Cobble, but the Cobble wasn't really finished. So I didn't get in. And, you know, I've got the Owl that I started months ago, but then the game became a thing, so I had to focus on doing the game, so I've not touched the Owl in, like, probably about 4 months. So that's not really in any state to go on display. So if the Lumafest comes this year, I guess I won't be applying because I have nothing to put in it. 2 and then 1. I still remember you taking us to the gallery to see your piece in whichever Ferality I went to. I believe that was Aqua was the one that I got into the art gallery for. And that was nice. That felt like that was almost like my first big acknowledgement, it felt like. Because that was like the first year that I'd gone independent. Like I'd left my job and I'd been independent. So that kind of felt like my first big acknowledgement to get a piece of artwork into the Ferality gallery. And then 3 up to the end. It's kind of weird, that first year kind of doesn't feel like my first year, you know? Like, it was kind of like very tentative and unsure. And it was last year that kind of felt like the first full year of like, this is what I do. This is what I do. Which obviously I think is in large part and thanks to everybody's support, all of you guys. And so I'm gonna try and keep that going. I guess that's maybe why I have the energy that I do at the moment of like the first year almost didn't feel like a real year, and then the second year like felt like the first of like doing it properly. And so coming into this year, it's like, right, we had 1 year and we're still here. It worked. This is a thing that you can do. And it's good. And it's just like, yeah, feels good. Aw, thank you, Goofies, you're so sweet. Ah. And then this is where we've got a little bit of just the one by the looks of it. So we go 2 blues, and then we have AK. Oh, thanks everyone. Stop, you guys enjoy making me cry. Aw. Boopies. I might DM you, just about stuff. Because I've just realised that, a couple of things happened that you probably won't be aware of. I said, yeah, 2. I said 2. Kind of in regards to like VRC and the old gang, I guess you could say. Like Voz knows. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we have a K. A singular K. It feels so confusing to put this here because it does not really match the colour on the guide at all, but it matches the letter of the guide. But apparently that's supposed to go there. Yeah, they're definitely labelled K, so that is the colour. Weird. I stepped away from VRC because it felt awkward being around there. Well, things have changed dramatically. you could say. I mean, if you're friends with Voz, or if Voz doesn't mind, Voz can tell you a little bit about it. Or I can tell you when stream's over. Pink and pink. We're back switching over to PC. Fair enough. That's up to you. I guess it's up to Voz. Though Voz, I think might. Are you at work at the moment, Voz? It's probably a bit unfair for me to pass that over to you. You're probably at work at the moment. Oh, I've got to get a purple in here. A purple? It's been a week since I looked at this, so I'm like double checking all my colours. Okay, and that's like that's kind of like one diagonal to this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's there. Hello! Hi, welcome to Computerland. Nothing compared to comfy bed and phone land. This is true, but sometimes you've got to wake up. I also was in comfy bed and phone land, and then it was a case of like, I've got to start stream, I've got the new schedule to do morning stuff. My little craft projects. Let's put you over there, because this is just blue. I'm just filling in this as blue. It's always fun going back to D&D after a long break, but it's also always weird because there's that brief moment of like, what the fuck are we even doing? What is going on? How do I play? What does my character do? Oh, we're in the middle of a fucking fight! I've just remembered that. We're in the middle of a goddamn fight and we took a break for 2 months because of Christmas. Son of a bitch. Well, this was my first real D&D experience and I loved it so much. It is a great D&D experience as well. Like, it's not even like a, oh, it's kind of, like, no, it's a really good D&D experience. I think I said in the video I made of, like, if you haven't played D&D but you're curious about it, consider getting this game. Because it's so good. Okay, we're shifting gears back into pink. Ah, Jesus, this is hard to read sometimes. So we do 2 pinks, and then doing another purple. Two pinks. Purple. I do wish I could side with some of the other NPCs, but I understand you can't go down every path in a video game. Not in one playthrough! I would encourage you to do multiple playthroughs and do different things. I haven't gotten past Act 1 once, and I've made 3 characters. They're all still in Act 1. Like, that game is in depth. So if you're just sort of like, if you're sitting there like, oh, I kind of want to know what happens if you do this, make another character and go do it. Make another character and go do it. Absolutely. There's a spooky biatch later in the game, and I was like, yes, be my spooky friend, but I don't think you can. I don't know. Maybe you can. Maybe you can. You just have to do specific things. Sometimes those specific things involve maybe not being a nice person. We alternating colours a lot at the moment now. Two more pink and then another purple. Excuse me. Baldur's Gate 3, my mobile net is lagging. Yeah, we were talking about Baldur's Gate. Okay, I need 3 more pinks, and then we do a grey, and then some more blues. 3 pink. A grey. I suppose it's worth saying as well that, like, Baldur's Gate 3 is, like, a great D&D experience. And it is technically by the book. Like, they made a few adjustments for the sake of, like, making it a, you know, a video game. But it is essentially by the book, and by that I mean in that it's all, like, the official D&D stuff of, like, official D&D classes and races and things like that. So it doesn't even touch on, like, homebrew, like, which would be the equivalent of putting a mod in the game. Like, if you're putting a mod on Baldur's Gate 3, congratulations, you're homebrewing it. Another blue at the end. You're getting into so many colours. Approaching work. I'll see everyone later. Have a nice stream. Bye, Vars. I hope work goes well. Okay. A truckload of pink. Pet the owlbear. I'm just doing a mountain of pink. That's a cool owlbear. It's a very cute owlbear. And you wanna know what else? I got 2 of them. I got 2 of them. And I don't know if this is just me. Like, I don't know if this is a stretch. But these are called the Dawn and Dusk owlbear. And when I read the description, I can't remember what it is now, but when I read the description, I was like, is this a fucking WoW reference? Is that a Boomkin reference? Because by default, because I believe now WoW has finally now got loads of different skins for druids, so you can have loads of variety. But in the OG days, you had a brown one, or you had a purple one. Well, purple, kind of in the black spectrum, but you know what I mean. So when I read them, I was like, is this a fucking WoW reference? It don't matter, because they're cute as heck. I hate being space chicken. God. When I played WoW and played my druid, I also did not like being a moonkin. Feral all the way! Feral all the way. Feral druid, let's fucking go! Druid was always just so many buttons, what do I do? A little bit, a little bit. I mean, WoW could, well, I was about to say, WoW could do, I mean, WoW could do with so many things. Like, you know, a moral backbone. But what would be cool is if they implemented a thing a little bit like, Final Fantasy does. Where if things are meant to combo together, when you press a button in that combo, the next button in that combo lights up. Which is a nice thing that Final Fantasy does, of like, if you need to combo 1, 2, 3, if you press 1, 2 lights up, and if you press 2, then 3 lights up. Dang, Blue, I said what I said! There's a reason we don't play World of Warcraft in this house anymore. I lived, bitch. Hi, Kels. How's it going? I'm glad to hear that you lived. WoW doesn't do that. Yeah. Cuz, can you understand why I like DPS in Final Fantasy? You know how I keep saying, like, oh, it's really nice because it's just press the glowy button, and I like that. You know why that's a big deal? It's because the other games don't do that. You have to remember your combos. Hell yes, the new FF class, let's go! I get 3 more DPS, bitch! Yeah. I'm gonna get all 3 of those new classes and never level them. I'm ready. I'm gonna get them all and I will play them. Fucking love me DPS. Fucking snort that shit. I'm ready to abandon all other classes to cosplay Bob Ross. You know that people are already preparing lambs. There is already someone who has claimed the name Bob Ross in FF and is now like, it is my time. My time is now. Just the one. Beastmaster's gonna be crazy, I'm ready. I can't wait. Beat the devil out of it. I do love that you were like, surprise, it's Beastmaster and Pictomancer. Blue Frog, you were both correct. And we were like, yay! FF really was like, girls, stop fighting. You can have both. I should finish Endwalker. I should finish Stormblood. I'm getting there. Good morning, Cor. Stormblood Blue, what the hell? I took a break from the game for like 6 months because I had no money and was moving house. And then I was playing Guild Wars, and I was like, I'm having a lot of fun in Guild Wars. I'm gonna keep playing Guild Wars. And then I finally got up to date on Guild Wars, and I was like, oh dang, I guess I'll go back to Final Fantasy. And then Core was like, here, have some money to get a sub. And I was like, oh shit, well I guess I'm playing Final Fantasy now. So now I'm playing Final Fantasy every Thursday. Blue's a Sprout, don't be mean. Yes, I am a 3-year-old Sprout. That's not contradictory. I need a blue model with the Sprout on her head when she's playing. I've got the Returner Sprout. I've got the Returner Sprout. So we just go up until the black line. The fancy Sprout, yeah! What a bitch, I've played through an expansion, I've got like 3 classes up to level 70, I sequence broke the game and got a mount I shouldn't physically be able to get yet, and I haven't played in 6 months. Fancy Sprout with extra bestie EX boost, hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's just a straight line. Ah! Doug! Ah! Thank you for gifting subs! Thank you! Oh my goodness. I recognize a name in there. Milk is a Gravy got gifted a sub. Hell yes. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Thank you so much. That is a horrifying concept. They came into the chat when we were playing Digimon and we had a lengthy conversation about it. Digimon went out the window. That was all we were talking about for like 20 minutes. Okay, so it's this one here, in between these two. I'm also a Sprout, but I've only been playing for like a week, so it's okay. Yeah, you're an actual Sprout, Core. I'm a returning Sprout. Tea is soup? I don't like that. I'm trying to remember what their argument was. I think the argument was coffee is bean soup, coffee is 3-bean soup. If you have a certain type of coffee. Their argument was that a gravy is something that you pour over food and then saturates the food. Whereas a sauce is something that you have on the side and you dip into. Flavor and consistency had nothing to do with it. And I was like, well, yeah, if that's your logic, then yes, milk is a gravy, because That's what you do with milk. You pour it over food and it saturates it. That is what milk does. So yeah. Ah! Ah! You guys lahing me in my own stream? How dare you? Cereal and milk is also soup. That's an excellent question. Is milk on its own a gravy? And when you add it to cereal, it becomes a soup. Asking the big questions. Oh my god, we've got a hype train going, guys. Have you seen what you've done? You've done it again. Ah! You know what's funny? We still haven't got to the point in the game to experience Lahi in-game. Which is still very funny to me. She's blue. That's the first time that somebody has played that. I love the two reactions of "this is cursed" and "why isn't that your sub alert?" It isn't my sub alert because it does my fucking head in. It isn't my sub alert because it does my head in. Thanks, boopies! That just made my day and it just started. Thanks. Thanks. It's the most expensive sound alert because it goes on for really long, it's really loud, it disrupts whatever I'm doing, and it really annoys me. So it's a sound alert, but I kinda don't want you to play it, so it's just a big old bait of like, if you really want to piss me off, then just If she were green, she would die. Hey, I'm not the only one who's got a scroll emote with artifacts on it. Yay! Well, that was a thing that happened. Okay, some blue ones. Blah. Ah, blah, blah. I found myself presentable for a meeting after being very ill for 3 days, and I feel like a goblin trying to disguise herself. No, bestie, you always look good. Also, in case you forgot, D&D tonight. In theory. I do, but they don't know where I've been. Pretend you're 3 kobolds in a suit and you'll be able to do it. So that's the way to do it. There's also that, yeah, and Oakheart tomorrow. Yay! D&D's back, baby! Things may change, but D&D remains. This is the thing, is like, when it went from like Wednesday being my fullest day to somehow Wednesday being an even fuller day, because now I stream in the morning as well. And then I do exactly the same thing on Thursday. So come Friday, I'm gonna be fucking shattered. And that's just how my life is now. It's not an important meeting, thankfully, but just speaking in full sentences is insane right now. Oof. Oof. We requires bookies and the Gustarian. Oh, honk. 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 I'm Gustarian. Is that your sandwich? Not anymore. Yeah, no, I do it. I was like, I had to double check for a sec. Like, yeah, no, I do. It is a ping. God, that t-shirt from Jackbox on Friday was one of the funniest things I've ever seen. If you're still here, Dan, it's still in my brain. It was fantastic. I'm gonna be running my first 5e D&D campaign. Ooh, exciting. Don't even talk to me about Astarion at the moment. He and my boy are living rent-free in my bed without signing a tenancy agreement. Ooh, Curse of Strahd. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Doug is gonna run Curse of Strahd. Exciting. Wow! I hope the microphone picked that up. It's a shame we never got to finish our Curse of Strahd game. We started one that was being DM'd by Nemo, and it was really good. Nemo was doing a good job of it, but because Nemo is Nemo and has health problems, he just straight up said, like, look, I'm not going to be able to run anymore, I just can't. And we were like, oh, that's a shame, but fair enough, you gotta look after yourself. It sure didn't, Scott 3, dang it! Spook stuck his red head round the corner and was like, what? And I said, Doug's gonna run Curse of Strahd, and he said he seems like the type. And then left. Character assassination. Wasted. Oh yeah, I uploaded the short to YouTube of Hope playing the G-Note right as we were loading into a Final Fantasy cutscene. I don't know why. It's not even that. It's not even like it's that funny. I just decided to clip it and upload it just to get some content out, I think. Do I make him Strahd Starion or Vlad Strahd? Ooh. Asking real questions. The real questions. It was so funny. The amount of times that we bumped into Strahd and we were like, it's like we were in a house and then at one point we were in a cave, and the amount of times where he was like, can I come in? And we were all like, no! No, you cannot! Like that Tom Scar bit. Can I come in? No. Can I come in? No. Can I not come in? Dang it. Can I get my ball? Nah, I'm keeping it. Can I come in? No. Can I come in? No. Uh-oh, that one is like extra short. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate when one is cut too short because you can't use it. If one's cut too long, you can trim it to size and still use it. But having one too short is a problem. Oh dear. That was the thing we always did. We always did that thing that we always did. I'm making a generalization, Curls. I'm making a generalization. I remember laughing so hard when I quietly DM'd Nemo to be like, when we were staying in that building, and I quietly DM'd Nemo to just be like, Sarah walks in to Marin's room in the middle of the night because she wants to ask for a bedtime story, and the way Nemo presented it of just like, you're trying to sleep, you hear the door open ever so quietly and you were just like and then it was just a little child. It was just a little child just like, I want a bedtime story. Because I'm a fucking genius who brought a 3-year-old to Curse of Strahd. So I didn't know what campaign we were doing. I didn't know we were doing Curse of Strahd. Nemo kept it a secret. So I was like, I'm gonna play a baby. Oh no. Marin would have understood more if it was an assassin. Oh no, sweetie. Me chipping away at Marin's hard exterior the way a raindrop chips away at a mountain. And then Hadrian had a massive freak out because he woke up and his child was missing. And Sarah didn't know what she'd done wrong. She's a baby. I love Sarah so much. I'm sad I didn't get to see her full story play out. And then I am also slightly sad that Nemo accidentally revealed her story because he didn't realise I hadn't. Because once the campaign was over, he was like, oh, did Blue tell you this? And the answer was, no. And Nemo was like, oh, shit. Don't clip that. Yep, nope, if you clip that, I will delete it. I want to play a barbarian robot. Ah, that sounds fun. That sounds fun. Is it time for Warforged soundtrack? I'm gonna put the that next song. Warforged music! Music where the backing track is entirely made out of machine noises. I can't believe I haven't made a Warforged OC, to be honest. I mean, I can. Robots aren't my thing. I'm surprised Spook hasn't made a Warforged. Cause I'm only human. There's Pocket, but Pox's OCs don't count. Bad news, I've killed my Pikachu. I mean, I don't believe that. I don't believe Nintendo would let you kill a Pikachu. Good morning, Cookie. I hope you're doing well. Now running rage.exe. I'm at my BF's place. Nice! Oh, I hope you're having a lovely time. I'm still there. 'Cause I'm only human. Machines create machines create machines. I put a bottle of soda in my bag, not realizing it wasn't closed tightly, and the poker got soaked and it no longer works. Oh, F. Oh, that sucks, Core. Because those things are not cheap. That sucks. When will you start making suits? I'm not a fursuiter, Jesus Christ. No, that's not something I'm gonna be doing. This is me doing a little bit of hobby time and sharing it with you. In like half an hour-ish, when it gets to the top of the hour, I'm probably gonna stop to go have lunch, come back, and then it's gonna be time for work. We're gonna be doing work. This is me sharing my hobby with you and having a nice chat about it. I want one. Not a fursuiter yet. Core, don't. Core, don't. I don't know how you get into fursuiting because that shit's expensive. Like, that's an investment. Like, the amount of materials that you'd have to buy up front to be like, oh, I'm gonna make a fursuit, so I gotta buy all the fabric, and I gotta get, like, a dummy stand made, and like, all the trimming stuff, and all the stitching, and then the sewing machine, and depending on how you do it, maybe an embroidery machine, and it's like, that's a lot of upfront costs. Where did I get up to? I'm on the last bar. I need 3 purples. It literally feels like it's been 2 years, but I finally got the email from Heliana's Guide to Hunting, I think it is, being like, hey, you need to lock in your address because we're going to be shipping soon. And I'm like, finally! It's been in development for so long. My Damas sewing brain was like, Blue's not a tailor. You're correct, I'm not. What is lunch? Oh my god, Boopies, go eat. Working with my BFs to create an Avali suit and a wolf suit, so yeah, I do 3 design work for the base and he does the fur. That sounds like a cool way to do it. I have seen examples of people who have, like, 3D printed essentially a skull. Essentially 3D printed a skull head, and then put the fur over the top of it. Literally like a 3D printed skull, and they use like foam essentially for the muscle to shape it, and then put the fur over the top like skin, literally like they're building a body. I love that you wouldn't need, it's just the fabric and anything you'd need for the shell. Why am I thinking about this? I might not make a fursuit, but Curls might. That tail is nice looking, but I need to make it look more like my OC. Yeah. Do not put that on me, bestie! Look, I said this before. I'm going to my first furry convention this year. I'm probably gonna come back with some parts of a fursuit. Because I'm pretty sure that in the dealer's den, people do sell things like pre-made tails and stuff. I don't think people go as far as selling actual whole suits, but I think they like sell partials, so you might get paws, tails, and you maybe might get a head. Maybe. And I feel like there's a non-zero chance I'm gonna come back with a tail, at least. Because Blue's easy, she's just one colour. She's just blue. So if someone has made a plain blue tail, there we go. So there is a non-zero chance that I'm going to come back with a tail. Tails and ears, at least, yeah. I have got a pair of ears. Unfortunately, they're actually broken, which is a shame. I said I've got a pair of ears, which are perfect, because they're blue and they have a pink interior, and they're on a headband, just a standard headband. That headband has snapped, which is unfortunate. So if I was clever and good with a needle, I could probably unstitch the ears from the headband and put them on a new one. I'm just too afraid to do that, because I'm not. Right, where have we gotten up to? We need a K? A K? That's one of these. I can foresee it, you know? I'll probably resist. I'll be like, no, I don't need that. But there's going to be a big part of me of like, come on, embrace it. You're at a goddamn furry convention. Listen, me binge watching Miss Fishers while I've been ill is like led to my turn of sewing clothes, but not like this. No, I wouldn't wish that on anybody. Stitching fur together is hard. That is a thick material. And you gotta get the pile in the right direction and things like that. Oh, I didn't even register that I pulled out another short one. That's not good. Got a couple of miscuts in that bundle. That's not great. Wait for my suit to be finished. Ooh. Definitely going to be showing us pictures of that in the Discord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Oh, we're on another bundle. We finished a bundle. I've been watching Miss Fisher so bad, so you bet I want to play Vera. Yes! Vera and Scribble Adventures, let's go! Gonna do more cooking bread on eggs. Promise. Uh-huh. Do I need to trim that? I think I could get away without trimming that to start with. Do a trim at the end. If it's needed. Gotta go get ready for this damn meeting. Talk to you later. Bye, Carls. Hope it goes well. I will see you for D&D tonight. You also need to remember to eat. Quick question, do Lalafell just exist to be adorable baby dolls? Yes. They're potatoes. You'll see me for D&D, I imagine. Also, I'm not about to forget to eat again in a hurry, don't worry. Good. Good. Thanks. Row 10. Let's hear it for row 10, everybody. Woo! Row 10. That's a hell of a lot of pink. We haven't had that much pink in straight line since row 1. How far are we going? We go from there all the way up to 21. It's like here. That's a lot of pink. In my car. Just a big old chunk of pink. I'm at the point where I'm talking to Princess Lalafell, her guard is trying to be serious, and I'm just sitting there like, it's a baby. How dare you talk about Nanamo like that? especially when she walks away with the straight arms. I feel like that moment in Frozen at the moment of Gorgeous talking about Lalafell, and I'm going to be like, I'm going to tell him, and everyone else in the chat is going to be like, oh, don't you dare! It's funny to me that, like, when I was playing through it, I didn't even realize that our Aura were technically an expansion race. Because I was just so used to seeing, like, players playing them. I was just so used to seeing them around that it didn't occur to me that they weren't even in the base game to start with. It's the quest where they're giving me access to airship travel. Hell yes! That means you can go to the other cities! And that means you can pick up the other classes if you want them. I don't know if anybody's explained to you, but you can change classes based on what weapon you have equipped, so you literally can change on the fly. You can literally pick up a class and then just unequip the weapon and equip a different weapon and change to another class and just go. Which is why I've literally activated all the classes. I haven't played them, but I've literally, like, activated them all. I've, like, clicked on the quest and been like, so, you want to be a warrior? And I'm like, yeah, I do. Give me a big axe. And they give me the axe, and I'm like, cool, bye.
Take a seat. Never really done this before. That's okay. Just tell me the first thing that comes into your head. Okay. Dolphins dressed in monocles with tiny top hats that cover up their blowholes. Clouds with faces but they're upside down so it looks like the rain is hair. Santa Claus going down a chimney but the chimney is a cigarette and the house is a man. Bowling balls made out of peanut butter but they're the bubbles in a big rubber bubble bus.
Oh my God, you got a beautiful mind. Aw, thank you, love. Yeah, there's no spare coaster over here. Thank you. Ah. Booga's bought me a cup of tea, and he's put it away from the craft station, so we don't have any accidents. Oh, I think I got that one short. That's a shame. Doctor, doctor, something wrong with me. What do you see? I did figure that out after 20 minutes of wondering why the goldsmith lady wouldn't continue my quest. Because you weren't equipped with the right equipment. I can see the same thing. Do you know about making loadouts and things as well? Because that's like important for switching classes. You equip the weapon, and your class changes. But you want to make like a preset that you can just click on to be like, equip this weapon and all this gear, so that you're wearing the correct gear to go with your class. Three blues. A Porygon too. Is it? I think I saw that the next like Pokemon event day is Porygon again. And I'm like, I think I got a lot of Porygons the first time round, so I might leave that one. I was happy with the Rowlets I got on Rowlet Day. That's the first time in a while that I've actively been like, I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna go catch some Pokemon, because they did it on a Saturday instead of a Sunday. So I actually went out and caught some Rowlets. I figured out after I found it annoying because I had to re-equip everything. Oh, sweetie, I'm sorry. Yeah. One of those things that, again, as happens in a lot of games and happens in a lot of MMOs, it's never really explicitly told to you by anyone, and you either have to Google it, figure it out, or be told. I feel like we need to sit down for an evening and like give you a quick rundown on like, here's some tips about your UI that you might not know about. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then one afterwards as well. See, again, that same pattern has occurred of we're coming up to sort of 1 o'clock, and it has dropped off a little bit. So I think today will be a day where I stop the stream to go for lunch rather than leave it running. Just because it's a busy day. 3 streams. Oh my god, Everhood, let's fucking go. Two, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 1 pink. I went through my class quest, so at least I match. Yeah, that's important because the class quests unlock abilities for you. So if you don't do them, eventually you'll be in a point where it's like, ah shit, I'm missing important things for like my rotation. So it is good to try to stay on top of those. Need some more Ks here. Ks. Did you see the male plate bikini I posted? Oh, that's basic male plate bikini. FF has got some proper male plate bikini. It's equality. Blue, pink, blue, darker blue, pink, darker blue, another pink. Okay. And then we do blues up until the end. Trying to level my ninja a little bit. I'm literally like that close to hitting 70 on my ninja, which I would like to do. Honestly, I didn't notice at first because the armor matched my chest, and then I was like, oh. I kind of figured it kind of works as I'm a dragon. Yeah. I don't need armor, I've got scales. 3 is purple. Briefly forgot that. And we need 3 of them. Should probably try to do a few house jobs while I go for lunch as well. Just because they can hear that Spook is also doing a lot of them, bless him. And it's his day off. You can hear him doing the dishwasher. 3 purples, a blue. And then more purples. No, just the 1 purple. Mm-hmm. 3 more. Ooh, shoulder's aching a little bit. I think I'll stop when I get to the end of this row. Purple. And then we have the this one. Got our first H. We have our first H appearing.
Cheese.
Cheese. Going to work. See you later. Bye, Cor. Thanks for coming. Thanks for the cheese. Alright, where's H? H is another one of the blues. That's 4. Oh, it's these ones. God, these ones are very similar in colour. God, they are so close to being the same, that's not even funny. That's gonna get confusing. Damn. Alright. I mean, I don't know what else I'm supposed to do. they're so close to being the same colour. That's not even funny. Oh, they labelled them beforehand. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. Just some light blues all the way up to the end. Who knows, in a week's time we might actually get to the tiger. Okay. Last one on this row. Yeah. Nice. We've done our first 10. Only 9 more blocks of 10 to go. It's about halfway through the second block when we're actually going to start getting parts of the tiger in. For the tiger. The tiger picture. That's what we're trying to make. So where do we have like some of these two colours? The K and the H. I mean, they're pretty close on the picture, but I feel in the picture you can see the difference between them a little bit more. Having the two colours next to each other there, the difference is negligible. I don't know, maybe it'll be more clear when it's in like a block, but Jesus. Anyway. Also, I was right. As this sort of filled up, I feel like that edge up at the top is, like, less noticeable. Yeah. There we go. There's a little morning crafting. And then I gotta give the table a wipe down with a cloth because it's now covered in loads of fibres. And a lot of them are probably in my lungs now as well. Getting this to go back in is fun. I said before, eventually we will not be able to fit this back in. It will not go physically at some point. But for now, it's still fine. Put our 2 latches in there. Instructions back in. There we go. And that is our little morning crafting session. Right. It's time that I went and had some lunch, and we're going to be back in 2 hours-ish for some work. Like, working on the game. So, I will see you guys then, and you guys have a good lunch as well. Thank you for the stream. Thank you for coming, Goopies. I appreciate it. So this is part of our new stream schedule where we have a couple of morning slots. I will also be doing exactly the same thing tomorrow morning. So if you enjoyed the vibes, I hope to see you then. Hopefully I will see you in a couple of hours. Bye!